Today's episode is sponsored by Honkai Star Rail. He was an imposter. That is, today we check in with the OffKai Expo, a VTuber convention held this past weekend, alongside also checking in with Cooksey, a very prominent and well-known VTuber clipper, or at least their clipper channel is well-known, as still no one had seen this individual's face or heard this individual's voice ever before. That apparently changing at OffKai Expo, as on the first day of the convention, numerous attendees and streamers were sharing that Cooksey was live in person at the convention. That then leading to Cooksey the next morning to post, "Sorry guys, but this is not me. This is someone with a self-made t-shirt with my profile picture on it. I am currently at home, not at an event." Again, this individual being seen at numerous events, panels, and other streams. Spotted front and center here at the Onigiri panel, and also spotted at the Fillion panel. Fillion herself asking this individual if they were actually Cooksey, as this individual would claim to be the famous clipper. Following up with that, Persephone, the Nekomancer VTuber, would say this guy introduced himself at Anime Los Angeles in January as someone who works for Cooksey, scouting VTuber talent to clip. When people told me yesterday he was Cooksey, I was sus and didn't believe it. Glad we found out now. VTubers here at OffKai, please be aware and steer clear. Be careful. Flying further, it's wild. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's not Cooksey, but wouldn't it be wild if he was? But after Anime Los Angeles, I was 90% sure he wasn't. He came up and tapped my shoulder yesterday too, just to tell me that other VTubers from Anime Los Angeles were here. Creep behavior. Vivi Chan the Dragon sharing, "He pet my head," as VTuber Camellia would also share, "This guy is always around VTubers. He approached me at Anime Los Angeles and at WeebCon, and not once did he mention he was Cooksey. So when I recognized him on Fillion's stream and he announced that he was Cooksey, I thought it was a little sus. I ran straight to Cooksey's DMs and he confirmed that it's not him. So weird. Just be yourself, man." Further, we have Rikami saying, "WeebCon, Anime Los Angeles, OffKai. He has been lurking around VTubers and literally stalking them. There was even the poor attempt at Anime Los Angeles where he said he'd stay at the booth to make sure to protect our booth. He spoke to me several times just to give himself a reason to be near us. I should have said something to begin with because I couldn't believe the lack of respect from a clipper, but now knowing it wasn't Cooksey, it's now just straight up creepy how long this person has been getting a high from getting attention meeting VTubers who are completely unaware, yet giving a response only Cooksey should be receiving." Next, we have Cassie VT saying further, "A member of my community, who I will not name at the time, is impersonating Cooksey. Since February, they have told me they are a clipper for Cooksey, that they know Cooksey, and the reason why they had the shirt made was for a competition to win money. Their old Discord account's profile picture was that of Cooksey's. I met with him at WeebCon. I hung out with him there. On Sunday, he was checked out of his room and was actively guilting me to come hang out in mine while I was packing." Cassie going on to share these Discord DMs. This individual saying, "Cooksey gave us a mission to shock people at conventions," even saying there was a reward for $1,000. Also seen here talking with Cassie, how they were locked out of the room and are at the front lobby right now. We also got a look at their badge here, this being a standard badge at OffKai Expo. However, guests were allowed to place their name on the badge, this one reading Cooksey Corporation. Later that same morning, OffKai Expo would send out this statement saying OffKai takes impersonation seriously. Individuals found to be impersonating will have their badge revoked and be asked to leave the event. TVS that morning was also further informed with other sources that OffKai had taken care of the matter, as some individuals attending the event would say that they saw the impersonator leave the convention. Reactions to this, such as Takahata, the bartender VTuber, saying, "Sorry that happened to you, dude. Back in about 2011, there was a guy claiming to be me, so it can feel really gross." Silverveil saying, "This is so creepy. I'm so sorry that happened to you. People are so messed up." And further, the lengths people will go to be near creators. "This must have been so traumatizing for everyone. I hope he's barred from conventions in the future and learns to respect people's privacy. Scary how easily he could impersonate someone so loved in the community." Shy Lily also here with, "I'm so sorry, Cooksey. Sad to see how weird people can be," along with, "This is freaking crazy to me. Imagine if they put half that effort into being their own person instead. Sorry, Cooksey." That just being one instance of lessons learned this past weekend at OffKai Expo. We have far more more stories about this convention in just a moment. And next up, we turn to Amelie, voice actor, singer, and villain VTuber, recently debuting her Monarch 2.0 Flame Empress outfit alongside a body pillow that we absolutely cannot show you on YouTube.com. That as Amelie would also tweet out, "Honored to announce that I'm the English voice of Jingliu in Honkai Star Rail, that being today's sponsor, a new Wonderverse space fantasy RPG." Nijisanji English's Nino Kosaka responding to that news with, "I can't wait to meet you in the game, of course, my mistress." IPN, fresh from OffKai and soon attending Anime Expo, stating, "Main confirmed, selling everything for this." Alongside Captain Hannah replying, "I was hoping you'd voice someone in this game. Holy W." Amelie was also recently signing prints from her merch shop, merch that also features Sayu, the voice actor gone VTuber, himself not only playing Honkai Star Rail, but himself also providing the voice for 5-star character Jing Yuan. Sayu responding to that announcement with, "Sayu versus Amelie is now canon. Let the memes begin." Amelie going on to demand memes, as not only would these two voice actors go on to play even more of the game, but we also have Welsh voice actor and YouTuber Seadog VA confirming he too has voiced a character in Honkai Star Rail, saying, "Let me know if you find me," and later saying of the game they have marvelous cutscenes, so no skipping. All while we have the cozy, wholesome gamer Silvervale securing her name on Discord and saying of Honkai Star Rail, "Stunning graphics, cute waifus, and an unforgettable journey." Once again, thank you very much to Honkai Star Rail for the sponsorship today. Check out this space fantasy RPG with the link in the description below. And now back to OffKai Expo, checking in with the half-demon VTuber Numi. Firstly holding a panel event that Friday alongside Cinder, and after sharing, "Hey guys, just a heads up to please respect our boundaries and not go backstage to see us at the end of any panel or meet and greet. I'll try my best to meet you all tomorrow if I'm not sick anymore, but please respect those boundaries." Further sharing, "I'm not sure who it was that went backstage today, but they were not respectful to a mod. I'm honestly very upset about that, so please be respectful of me and the precious mods." That as also planned was Numi's first concert. This event racking up quite the line at OffKai, but to the surprise of many, OffKai Expo would then send out this alert, saying, "Unfortunately, due to some technical difficulties, we will not be streaming Numi's concert." And the technical issues went a little further than that. For the convention attendees, Numi's backing track was not playing for the audience, so the crowd itself simply heard her singing CPR in a cappella. For the OffKai stream itself, the audio was cutting in and out for all of the Twitch viewers. The plan itself was to have her sing a few songs with her VTuber model, including a new acoustic version of Pizza in the Cosmos, and then physically being on stage for the final song as a surprise. After CPR ending early and having Domo stall for the crowd, they announced that the concert would not go on, but surprised attendees with Numi taking the stage in her cosplay outfit like originally planned for the finale. Understandably, she was very emotional about this, but did get to sing Bottom with the crowd before it all ended. Numi would go on to say, "Thank you guys for being the most loyal, fun, loving community a girl could ever ask for. Going up on stage to perform for all y'all and seeing you chant my name, knowing so many of you guys became friends thanks to this community, just made me feel so freaking overwhelmed and happy. I'm truly sorry I couldn't perform all the songs I prepared and things got all scuffed. I hope I can perform for you guys at some point in the future. Despite everything that happened, I felt so much more courage singing on stage with all of you there with me, so it makes me feel hopeful for future events that we'll be able to have an incredible stage." Numi also taking to Twitter to say, "I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, and I'm sorry you guys had to see me cry. Thanks for being so sweet and kind to me and giving me the courage to perform a song and get one step closer to beating my stage fright. I love you guys. I couldn't have asked for a better community." And of course, this event had loads of VTuber cosplay, Angela giving us this half-demon, all while Numi would go on to rank at the bottom here, as Lord Avelston, along with others, had asked, "Who is the most rizzed up VTuber?" A few familiar names making the cut there. Numi reacting, "Don't know how I ended up on this one, but I was screaming and cheering in the crowd when I popped up." Then as next we have General Geega and Marionette VTuber, the porcelain maid Jowol, holding a joint meet and greet together, as even VShojo's Haruka Caribou would join in to see the two VTubers. Jowol afterwards going going on to share some of the technical issues and challenges. As before this meet and greet and another event, the presentation stations had no software yet installed. So time and time again, the software would have to be freshly installed. And for their meet and greet, due to an apparent lack of staffing, the event itself was delayed by 1 hour, and instead of running for just 1 hour as originally planned, due to no one being able to cut off the end of the line, this meet and greet ran for 4 hours, with some of those in line actually ordering Uber Eats. Geega afterwards saying, "Thank you all for coming to my event." Between some folks waiting 3 to 4 hours to see me at the meet and greet, and now having a ton of people playing rock, paper, scissors for my enjoyment, I'm just glad we got through it. Others reporting some technical issues, including the Aeon project, confirming there has been some delays at the start time of their panel due to technical issues. As next, we also do have Utano Pandora performing this concert for a crowd and running into her own delay before it could kick off. This all while Pandora had her own small announcement saying, "In a month's time, it'll be my 2nd anniversary. Thank you for making these 2 years so wonderful. As of July 18th, I will go on a semi-hiatus. I will be focusing my time on new goals and projects that have presented themselves to me. Of course, I still have lots of fun and wonderful things planned for us too. Our journey isn't over yet, but let's keep doing our best together." Pandora confirming, "Not graduating, just doing less cause life is busy. I'm still here being a funny panda." Further reminiscing over OffKai, saying, "I keep thinking back to OffKai and man, I'm getting quite a bit teary. I'm just so grateful that I got such a phenomenal opportunity. I hope more and more VTubers get to see their dreams come true like that." And yes, once again, also at the event was Vivi Chan the Dragon, seen center stage here in an Amogus costume, herself running this performance of totally say-so songs, saying, "If you ain't say-so, get the F out." And also confirming some potential delays for her event, that due to some technical issues regarding VShojo's Zentreeya and Haruka Caribou. That as Zentreeya on stream would share that she did have some issues with the handling of the OffKai meetups, only finding out later that there was actually a raffle and then a charge for the meetups. These charges going as high as $60. Zentreeya saying that she would be speaking with management and hoping that further meet and greets could simply be free. But also sharing all the fun they had, saying, "Thank you all for coming to the OffKai Expo panel with me and Haruka. There were so many of you, we couldn't fit you all into one picture. But we hope you all had lots of fun. See you next time." As later that night, it was the big event, the Saturday night concert labeled as OffKai Live, featuring performances from numerous VTubers, both agency and indie. And yes, running into technical issues. The event for some being delayed as long as 90 minutes, if not longer for others. That as FaZe Connect's Tenma was watching the performance and had some issues with the audio, or more specifically, the individual in charge of the audio. On the OffKai stream saying, "DJ man, go take your smoke break for 30 minutes and then come back. Everything is fine, I assure you. I got you, homie. I never lie. I am here for you. Leave the room for me." Also in chat was FaZe Connect's Chisake Airi, who in the OffKai Expo Twitch.tv channel chat would threaten castration against the DJ, leading to her ban from the stream. Leading Airi to still go on to cheer on her fellow FaZe Connect member, and also saying, "I did nothing wrong. You shouldn't touch the audio levels when she is in the middle of singing. Do it before or after. She worked so hard to make sure the audio would be fine beforehand too." That said, Airi having a good time otherwise, sharing, "I forced myself to go out of my comfort zone and do call-ins, a robot tour, and karaoke today, so I could better prepare myself for the Sunday meet and greet. I am already freaking while attempting to work. Please have mercy on me." Other technical issues during this performance would pop up. Chikafuji Lisa having a little bit of an issue singing for the event, having been injured earlier in the week. That as it was also all eyes on Iron Mouse, originally being given permission to show off this shot of the crowd. Iron Mouse would also then go on to stream the event, before then apparently being told that that was not going to be allowed. Iron Mouse would have some choice words about that and the handling of the Numi concert that she has requested not to be clipped, but would go on, finally, at 2:30 in the morning to give the crowd a hell of a show, saying afterwards, "I am so happy to meet you all and even happier to be able to sing for you tonight. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy lives to come support me and all the other VTubers at OffKai. I love you all. Donate plasma." Then as right after it was found out that there was an imposter kick.com channel restreaming Iron Mouse's stream. Also shared by Poshi, this parking ticket machine, which was already having some issues over the weekend, for some reason displaying Iron Mouse. So yes, VShojo had a big presence at the event, including not just Project Melody attempting to run over a few individuals on the convention floor, but also the man himself, the gun run, standing there ominously. At one point, the Selin Tatsuki Standee did apparently disappear, but was thankfully returned until other miscreants would take it away again. One of those individuals thankfully being punished here, with a Nichisanji English talent replying, "Please seek help." OffKai had other important alerts over the weekend, including a full hotel parking structure, and on the final day saying, "Reminder that if you are streaming and filming or taking pictures at the event, you must have permission. Please respect everyone's privacy if they do not wish to be filmed." This is especially true in the vendor's hall. Other slight technical issues did occur, including horror VTuber Lena Lazar sharing, unfortunately, there would be no stream of the horror panel, and as we would come to find out later, due to an error, there was no recording either. And further experiencing some issues, we had Issa, the Crow VTuber, finding her name here, but not her name here, listed there in the middle next to Iron Mouse under the name of another VTuber, Sa, saying, "At least I'm parked up next to Iron Mouse, W." Also attending OffKai was FaZe Connect, the coffee company masquerading as a VTuber agency, asking attendees to come by the coffee zone, as FaZe Connect's Leah would go on to share last year's booth at OffKai, which this year received literally a glow up, including loads of new merchandise, all while one of their standees was justifiably desecrated, that being of FaZe Connect's Usada Pecora, seen here in this group photo from Wonderverse, going on to tag Usada Pecora, with this particular buntuber saying that tag was out of line, but also commenting, "Thank you OffKai Expo for allowing me to use the Roomba," that being one of the various mobile meet and greet panels seen on the convention floor. But also, "You really should let me run people over with it." We also have the eternal shooting star idol, Nyaru, aka Nyaru-chu, offering up exclusive prints at the virtual Oshi booth, as Wonderverse would provide this group photo and tagging someone known as Pipkin Peppa, this idol VTuber giving us this breaking news: "I'm a moldy pink yabbit." Numerous other VTubers would also take part in the Wonderverse panels, one of them having some problems being FaZe Connect's Leah, as Wonderverse would send out an apology and promising to remedy more technical issues. Also with FaZe Connect, we have the Blue Bear. It's Uruka, who had quite the presence on the convention floor. This prominent panel being seen by many attendees. Uruka saying, "How do you feel knowing that I'm staring into your rooms, judging your every move?" And also saying, "To all the people cosplaying all the different versions of me, I love you." Vendor Luid going on to share not only their own standee alongside this Hosho Marine cosplay, but also the Uruka cosplay, leading Uruka to say, Further, Uruka would send out this short, letting us know there was a very special Trash Bear drink being served, as this convention also had host a room parties. OffKai sharing our room parties were definitely a highlight last year, so it's obvious that we are bringing them back. The Yabbit saying, "Phase Orage" in the showers at OffKai Expo. On hand at the event, Melon Minty also sharing, "Guys next door doing butt stuff all night long, as loud as they possibly can. Wasn't on my list for OffKai. Congrats on the stamina. I am thoroughly impressed and so sleepy." Yes, outside of these semi-official host party rooms, there were other more private parties that have gotten quite a lot of attention in the past few days after the convention. Some of them even including mood lighting, adult toys, adult drinks, and adult drinks drunk through adult toys. Other rumors and miscommunications about some VTubers meeting with Numerous fans and their hotel room. We here at Things VTubers Say simply will not give those rumors any credence. We've been told directly from numbers of parties involved. Those are not true. That all said, man, just randomly, we'd like to go ahead and give a shout out for Marimari_EN, hanging out here at the Vyoshi booth. And even better, her merch is back, as you can now order her Fumo plush. And now we turn to the Grando Sponsor des. It's the VTuber agency Idol, who surprisingly at their booth had no merchandise. We have been told that may be remedied at another event in the future. And also regarding these standees, here we have one of their general managers saying, I've been made aware of a rumor that Idol is auctioning its booth cutouts, saying at this time Idol is not planning to sell the cutouts. However, should we make that decision, I will tweet about it here, as 2 days later, we did have that tweet, saying until the vendor hall closes, if you come by the booth and donate to St. Jude's Children's Hospital, every $10 you donate will get you 1 ticket, max 10 tickets per standee. Winner will be announced by Twitter after the Bratcast. That bringing us to the Bratcast live panel, and once again, just illustrating some of the technical issues that do occur at these events. The always wonderful Nemo sharing reception was so bad at OffKai Gen 2 that people playing along with the Bratcast live panel at the main stage had to go outside of the room to get a signal, adding the closing ceremonies seemingly also delayed. But that's not to say there wasn't fun to be had at the event. Loads of huge panels, alongside inventive panels like Pumpkin Potion's improv comedy show Tuned In, tons of interactive games for attendees, and loads of memorable moments for attendees and the VTubers alike. Aragi Amuri saying, my first ever live audience, thank you OffKai. So all things said, a very special event, many lessons to be learned. As now bringing us even more Things VTubers Say is our co-host Lae-Dee. Take it away.
Thanks, False. The debate for streaming platforms continues as we have the succubus Numi, who had shared their experience as a Kick streaming content creator, bringing attention to the various reactions of VTubers expanding their horizons for different streaming platforms, tweeting, judging people of the POC and LGBT plus community based on the platform they stream on is giving me very much high school click vibes. Streaming on Twitch, you're the superior popular kid. Streaming on Kick, you're a lesser being who supports all the evil in the world. Streaming on YouTube, you're mid at least. Streaming on Facebook or Rumble, you must be a yucky human. Followed on a more serious note, saying no one even knows how many DMs I get from our peers daily about their struggles and wanting to try out Kick, but being too afraid that they will be harassed, cancelled, and isolated. It's so heartbreaking to have to see this, and it's why I'm so aggressive on speaking about it. As people have also commented on why everyone is under the weird understanding that Twitch is safe, as there are still hate raids and those who still come in and target people. This followed by Sonova, who says, at the end of the day, I love my POC/LGBT peers, and I don't let Twitter dictate everything I do. Twitter is not a safe space, yet you're still here. Twitch has had constant hate raids, you're still here. You're not above anyone. This dogpiling is immature. You don't know what people are going through. This issue also gaining the attention of Toledo Fallen Angel VTuber, tweeting, the VTuber community really loves to spread the message of supporting others, but trashes and hates other streamers, testing the waters for their job. Nothing much for me to say or add, just be respectful and stop attacking others weirdly. Followed by a response from Kenji, seeing a lot of hate for people testing out Kick, regardless of what these grandstanding nerds are saying on Twitter. I think everyone should try all platforms, find out what works for you, and who cares what others think. As we also have Bo Sheep, the edgiest sheep lord, saying if the better rev split is worth some animosity, do it. But do it knowing the reality that you will likely get some backlash regardless of its fare. That's just the internet. This further supported by a castier, parentheses, blue check these nuts, with their take that creators should be able to go where they want, especially if they are forced because their main platform is leeching most of their income. Goddess cult leader Ayuchi, who is also testing the waters and expanding to different platforms, as she plans to stream on Kick, but clarifying that she isn't moving permanently. Twitch remains Ayuchi's main, but it would be nice if she could have some extra income on the side by doing a little bit on Kick, while also installing a hate fee of $2,000 for those who genuinely want to hate, and clarifying if the first stream doesn't go well and a bunch of hate is received, Ryuichi will not go back there, saying safety still matters to me most. I just want to try it out. Just try. This as tabletop RPG nerd Tiffany Tiefling recently debuts their summer look, shown with such beauty and grace, shares their current progress as a Kick content creator, saying regardless of the hate I might get, this small accomplishment makes me feel good about myself. I'm still not quite ready to announce when I'm streaming in order to protect my community, but so far it's been a positive experience. Time will tell if this experiment is a success, but I'll take the small victory. Water and Ice Demon Poppy celebrates 5 years of streaming, saying we've had our ups and downs, ins and outs, and a wild ride. I barely grew on Twitch, being stuck at 1.5 thousand on Twitter since 2019, but recently switching to Kick has given me growth, new friendships, and broke the barrier. I hope you all will continue to support me here and over on Kick. That as Poppy would go out to share some of their Kick streaming wisdom in making a thread for recommended alerts, goals, and widgets to incorporate when moving over to Kick streaming. And in absolutely shocking news, Pirate Crab Captain Krabs had unfortunately been scolded by Kick staff as their hot tub wasn't good enough, having to change their category to just chatting. I demand justice, because their hot tub is great, okay? Twitch has once again set an update for streamers that is a new content classification labels to classify when streamers should label their streams and to give viewers more info about the content they see. With these mandatory content labels necessary for mature rated games, sexual themes, etc. This already catching the attention of Snuffy, who admits that I'm clicking all these when I'm going live for real. Along with our very own Mummy Monster moderator, Davidia, proudly tweeting, "Perfect, I can categorize myself as a filthy woman who swears far too much and makes doing your mom jokes." Though that's not all, as recently for this month, Twitch dedicated LGBTQIA+ streamers in an event for Together for Pride. However, not everyone partaking in this event are satisfied with how this has been carried out, as we have Elementa, who sarcastically tweets, "I love that Twitch has pushed the Pride category all the way to the bottom of the front page for multiple days in the past 19 days. Thanks for the invite, Twitch. Lovely to know you didn't plan anything to celebrate this year and invited less than half the amount from last year." Cruise Captain Dandyfloss tweets that they have felt honored to be invited to this event and be part of the Pride Month group that represented the LGBT+ community on Twitch. But it felt like a hollow gesture to say that they did something at all, having Together for Pride shoved to the bottom, hidden out of sight. And being an active member of the event, notes that every stream Dandy has done has looked the same as this, with roughly 5% new viewership from the front page, almost all of them being bots that Dandy's moderators have had to ban or dropped by just to leave slurs. Unfortunately, concluding that nothing beneficial has come in being part of this. Though there are definitely some highlights in regard to Pride content creators, such as The Last Seahorse, who had organized a Pride-a-thon to raise money for Trans Lifeline. This in collaboration with many different streamers, having raised a total of over $20,000 for the cause. And now back to you, False. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Bye.
Thank you very much, Lae-Dee. And now, as an update, coming up this Friday, June 23rd, we will be relaunching for this weekend only another exclusive round of our Ice Shakers with Advanced GG. Planned launch of this being at 1 p.m. Eastern. Check out our Twitter account for more. And also check us out on twitch.tv. We are currently running our annual charity event. Yes, that's right. It's the second year of the VTuber Summer Slam, that associated with Gamers Outreach, a charity that brings video games to kids and families in hospitals. And that's not all, as we also have Hai-Dee, our fine co-host, bringing us even more things VTubers say.
Hi everyone! Starting off, we check in with Idol, one of the many VTuber agencies present at OffKai Expo this past weekend, with Idol's CEO here sharing his gratitude for the event and the opportunity of being the presenting sponsor of OffKai Expo this year, sharing that they concluded the event having raised a total of over $4,000 for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Further thanking OffKai Expo, Idol manager Josh, all the volunteers who helped run their booth, and all the Idol talents who created their incredible panels for making an incredible incredible first appearance and experience for the agency. And following their appearance at OffKai in just the past 2 days, Idol also celebrates the monetization of Kai Saikota and Momo Otako, two talents from their second English generation Endless, Kai and Momo each holding their own special celebratory streams. Also holding a celebration stream after their appearance at OffKai Expo is AN Project's Kilia Kurayami, who had just celebrated 15k subscribers with a 12-hour-long stream. This stream including her first ever hand cam, as well as games with chat, exciting announcements, and more. But following OffKai Expo, many VTuber agencies and their talents have also celebrated or will be celebrating their anniversaries, such as MyHoloTV, who had celebrated the agency's 3rd anniversary, as well as the 3rd anniversary of their talent Liliana Vampire, who not only reviewed gifts and super chats from Tomato-sans, but also showed off the rigging update of her original live 2D model, the rig being done by fellow MyHoloTV talent Keromi, who is currently on a 2-week vacation, though will still be active on social media during this time and will be resuming her stream activities after the break. And next up, celebrating their 2nd anniversary on June 25th, is Prism Project's 3rd generation, excluding the talent Pina Penguin due to her ongoing hiatus, though she will still be cheering her genmates on as the three hold a Maid Cafe themed celebration, as well as sharing special announcements for each member of Gen 3 during the stream. Also celebrating their 2nd anniversary is Phase Connect, as after many of the talents of their 1st generation Phase origins each held their own celebratory streams, Phase Connect shares with us this teaser of an upcoming original song, set to premiere tomorrow, June 22nd, to celebrate. And fellow talent Kaneko Lumi shares her thoughts on the occasion, stating how hard it was to contain the wholesome feels as she watched Leah's stream and the rest of the girls preparing for their anniversary activities, concluding with a thank you to the agency for taking her in and becoming a home for her, and wishing the agency a happy 2nd anniversary. Moving on, many VTubers at this time are also preparing for re-debuts, as we now take a look at VTuber's Rose Doodle, who during her recent birthday stream, and also after her and the rest of VTuber's appearance at OffKai Expo, announces that she will be holding a re-debut on June 27th, with a new model, new look, and new everything. And V4 Mirai's Abi Kadabura also announces her re-debut, stating that she'll be debuting with a new model this Friday, giving us this statement reading that she has supposedly broken every clause on her 10-page contract by being cringe, and this re-debut is a second chance given to her by the agency. But jokes aside, Abi can't wait to show us all her true form. We also have VYugen's Uni, who reveals her new maid outfit during her 72-hour marathon stream, as she shares her donation goals with us here and with the last day of the stream taking place today. But there's no need to worry if you missed out on the marathon, as you can catch Uni along with the rest of VYugen attending Dokumi, where they will be holding a meet and greet event at their booth on July 1st, just in 10 days. And lastly, speaking of events, Production Kawaii announces the sale of official merchandise for their upcoming live 3D concert event in LA. This event is also happening in just 10 more days, so be sure to check out the available in-person and online tickets before then. And that's all from me. Back to you, False.
And that is all for this episode. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Send in your VTuber news to our Discord. We record live on twitch.tv, and we'll have more things VTubers say for you soon.